this video, we're gonna explore the basic parts of a computer hardware together with my buddy Juliana. So for the external part of a computer, we have her to explain it. Let's go!
So first, what is computer hardware? Computer hardware refers to the physical components of a computer, such as processor, memory, storage, and input or output devices. These are the parts of the computer that can be touched or physically interact with. We have the webcam. We also have the monitor. Ayan, we have monitor. The keyboard. The mouse. The speaker. And last, an ATX mid-tower case. Cheering!
Computer hardware can be categorized as being either internal or external components. Internal hardware components are those necessary for the proper functioning of the computer, while external hardware components are attached to the computer to add or enhance functionality.
So today, I'm here to explain some basic parts of the external hardware components of a computer. External hardware components are physical devices that can be connected to a computer to expand its capabilities. So first, we have here the computer cases. So this is the component that holds all of the parts to make up the computer system. Cases come in all different sizes and shapes to accommodate various types of computer components and satisfy the consumer's needs. So we also list down some computer cases sizes and also called form factor. So first, we have very small form factor. It supports mini ITX motherboards. Second, small form factor supports micro ATX motherboards. We have the standard form factor that supports standard ATX motherboards like this. And the last, the larger form factor supports ATX and XL ATX motherboards. So we have the mouse. This is our mouse. It's a small handheld device that is used to move a cursor on a computer screen. It is also called a mouse because the shape of the device is like a mouse. We also have the keyboard. It's an input device that is one of the ways to communicate with a computer. Typing a key from the keyboard sends a small portion of information to tell the computer which key was pressed. There are two main different types of keyboards, isang mechanical and membrane types. We also have the speaker. This is a computer speaker that can connect to the sound card at the rear of the computer. We also have the microphone. A microphone is a device that translates sound waves into electrical signals and supports computer-based audio communications. And we also have the webcam. This is our webcam. It's a small video camera that is typically attached to a computer or built into the body of a laptop. It allows the user to capture video and audio and send the data over the internet to other people. And last, we have the monitor. It's a display device that shows the user the information that the computer is processing. It is typically connected to a computer using a cable. We have a cable, such as an HDMI or VGA cable. In this example, we have a 19 inches monitor and also a 24 inches monitor. So that is for our basic external parts of the computer hardware components. So for our internal part, I have my buddy here, RB, to explain.
Thank you, buddy Juliana. So for our internal part of a computer, I will explain to you. So an internal part of a computer are hardware components that are physical parts of a computer that are located inside the computer case. These components work together to process and store data and to perform various tasks that a computer is capable of. So for this, we have an example. Inside of this is the motherboard, the CPU fan, and the graphics card, the power supply. So this is a picture of a SSD and an HDD. So we also have here the RAM inside. So what is a motherboard? So here's the motherboard. So the motherboard is the body or mainframe of a computer through which all the components are interfaced. It is a central circuit board making up a complex electronic system. A motherboard provides the electrical connection by which other components of the system communicate. So the motherboard includes many components such as the central processing unit, which is the CPU, the random access memory, which is the RAM, firmware and internal and external buses. So next, before we go to the CPU, we have here the CPU fan. So a CPU fan is a fan on top of a computer processor. It helps pull and blow off hot air to your processor, so helping it to keep cooler. So a CPU cooler or a fan is necessary for any PC. It keeps your CPU from getting so hot that it throttles its performance or shutdowns. And most importantly, it stops your CPUs from getting damaged or losing some lifespan. So inside of this, we have the central processing unit or the CPU. Here's the example picture of it. So what is a CPU? So a CPU is a brain of a computer. A component of a computer that performs the majority of a processing and calculation that are necessary for a computer to function. So the CPU is typically a small rectangular chip that is attached to your motherboard of a computer. It is made up of many transistors, which are tiny electronics that switches that can be turned on or off to perform calculation. So what is the responsibility of a CPU? It is for executing the instructions that make up a computer program, and it can execute billions of instructions per second. The speed and performance of a computer CPU are important factors determining the overall performance of your computer. So this is a RAM. So what is a RAM? Look, come closer. So this is the RAM. Inside of this, it's like a stick. A RAM is a data storage device that can provide fast read and write access. So RAM is a volatile memory, meaning it loses all the stored data when power is lost. So unlike the storage, which is non-volatile, remember the storage, which is the HDD and the SSD, are non-volatile because they can store memory and it lasts long, unlike the RAM is a volatile memory. So the RAM keeps the data ready for the CPU to process. The RAM speed is big contributor to overall speed of a computer system. The RAM amount always comes in powers of 2. So you will always see numbers like 8 gig, 16 gig, 32 gig, and 64 gig of RAM. So next is our graphics card. So what is a graphics card? A graphics card, also called as a video card or graphic processing unit or GPU, is a hardware component that is responsible for rendering images and computer screen. It's typically separate a piece of hardware that is stored inside the computer case, and it is also connected to the motherboard and your monitor. So you really need a good graphics card when you like playing games and like you like video editing and doing 3D modeling. So that is our graphics card. So again, this is the SSD. So a solid state drive is a type of storage that uses non-volatile memory to store data, unlike the traditional hard drive, which stores data on rapidly spinning disk. An SSD has no moving part. This makes it faster and more reliable than a hard drive, and it becoming increasingly common as a primary storage device in laptops and desktop computers. Additionally, SSDs are typically smaller and lighter than hard drive, which makes them well suited for use in your portable devices. So last we have, this is the power supply. So a power supply is a component of a computer that provides power, basically a power for your computer. And it is typically a box type shape installed inside the computer case, and it is connected to the motherboard and other components through a series of cables. So the power supply converts the alternating current, which is the AC, and the electrical form wall outlet into the direct current, which is the DC, electrical that is used by the computer. It also regulates the voltage and current to ensure that the other components receive the correct amount of power. So the power supply is an important component of a computer, and it must be sized correctly through a high enough wattage to support the other hardware components in your system. So guys, that is it for our internal and the external part of the computer. So thank you.
So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching our video.
So hi, again, my name is Arvi Castilla.
And I am Juliana, and we are the Digitech.
So don't forget to leave a subscribe and hit that notification bell button to get notified for our next video. Bye!
Bye!